It's not as simple as it sounds to score a goal with a header. Players who want to be the best headers in football history must have a strong mind capable of leading the defender's line and spotting the best moment in an aerial battle. The best headers in football history have not always been tall, but they have required excellent jumping skills and powerful neck muscles to change the direction of the ball. To score a goal, players must have the knowledge to choose the best position for heading. Strength alone will not suffice. There are times when a player wins an aerial duel, scores a goal, and alters the game's outcome. Nothing beats the feeling of witnessing it as time passes, whether you're a player or a fan. The best headers in football history, as distinguished from one another. Knowing your strengths, mindset, agility, and positioning, as well as having the most headed goals, will put you on our list of the best headers in football history. Because this is a list of the best football headers of all time, we will include players who have long since retired. Stay with us until the end as we look at the best headers in soccer history. 1. Cristiano Ronaldo. When discussing the best headers in football history, how can we not mention Cristiano Ronaldo? With his strong build and ability to jump to the sky, he is without a doubt unrivaled in the air. CR7 is without a doubt the best header in the last 10 years, making him a difficult opponent for defenders to contain. Ronaldo is a movement genius, leading defense lines, pulling off the back of defenders, or appearing in front of defenders, defeating them by a narrow margin and taking excellent positions. His jumping ability is without a doubt among the best the soccer world has ever seen, and he has a strong build. Combining all of his abilities makes him one of the best football headers ever. As if there weren't enough weapons in his arsenal, Ronaldo started developing as an aerial threat in his early 20s, and by the time he turned 30, he was arguably the most feared jumper in the game. His header goals in both club and international games easily exceed 100, and everything about his stats are telling us that he doesn't have the slightest intention to slowing down till he reaches the most headed goals in football history. 2. Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos, who was captain of both Real Madrid and the Spanish national team before joining PSG, is one of the best defenders of his generation. He is one of the defenders who has been praised for his ability to score goals. Ramos has won 22 major awards with Real Madrid, including 5 La Liga titles and 4 UEFA championships, and has established himself as one of the top scorers from a defensive position. Ramos is a physically strong player with a knack for accurately heading the ball and gluing it to the net. He is also quick to move from his position to assist his team in times of need. According to Spanish newspaper Marca, FIFA's official records state that in 2015, he was clocked at a sprinting speed of 30.6 km per hour, making him one of the fastest soccer players at the time. Many of Sergio's goals were knotted goals from penalty area, often scored in the crucial moments. There are few times Ramos has failed to shine for his team and could usually be relied upon in the last moments of a game to score a winner or equalizer, making his opponents fear him in those moments. This is a crucial ability for players in our list of best headers in football history. Sergio Ramos is one of the defenders who can easily break the heart of opponent defenders and forwards alike. With his magnificent and superb headers as well as foot plays, he definitely earns a place in our list of top headers in football history. 3. John Terry. Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, on loan, and Aston Villa were among the clubs he represented while playing. If you believe that the top headers in football history are only forwards, you are greatly mistaken. John Terry is another player who will prove you wrong. A centre-back who scored 67 goals for Chelsea, 41 of which came in the Premier League. This total goal total is an impressive feat for a centre-back. The majority of his goals came from corners or free kicks, with Terry attacking the ball with unrivaled aggression. He was courageous enough to challenge the ball even though there was a slim chance of scoring. Terry had terrifying accuracy when heading the ball towards the goal. All of this, as well as Terry had fearsome accuracy in heading the ball changing its course towards the goal. All these and a lot more made him one of the most lethal centre-backs of his generation. Being one of the best headers in football history doesn't always mean scoring. John Terry was without a doubt one of the best defensive headers around. Challenging him in the air was never an easy feat for any forward daring to attack. 4. Christian Vieri. While playing, he represented Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, and Inter Milan. Let's talk about Christian Vieri, Italy's all-time leading header goal scorer. He was an unstoppable striker with enough power to knock down opposing defenders while remaining uninjured. This injury-prone player had the strength to carry him forward, but his legs weren't made solely for running, as they easily carried him to the sky and above other players. Vieri's strengths were his strength, agility, and jumping ability, as well as his ability to be an opportunistic striker with a keen eye for goal. Because of his straightforward and distinct style of play, he was dubbed Il Toro, the bull in Italian. Being a striker, most of the times he was scoring from penalty area, being with his feet or hitting the ball from high up in the air, but as he was quite good with his feet, he assisted his teammates multiple times and also had the ability to score from afar. Christian Vieri was definitely one of the all-round strikers of his time, but his accuracy and handling of the ball in air was off the charts, making him one of the best headers in football history. 5. Miroslav Klose. Bayern Munich is his current club. Assistant manager. Meet the man who has scored the most goals in FIFA World Cup history, 16. Klose was a striker feared by the opposing team's defense line. He was regarded as one of the best strikers of his generation. Miroslav Klose was a formidable striker, best known for his ability to nod the balls sent for him high in the sky. This was due to his ability to jump high, muscle strength, jump timing, and dreadful heading accuracy, which resulted in him scoring for his team. In his prime, he was also a quick player with the ability to change the pace and direction of the ball in the penalty area, as well as a great positioning player who could lose his markers and find himself in a scoring position. These are only a few words to describe the legend known as Klose. He was gifted at dribbling opponents and setting up goals for his teammates. He was also excellent at deducing game flow and making sound pitching decisions. Klose was one of the players who won every medal in the FIFA World Cup and was an asset to every team he played for. He is unquestionably one of the best headers in football history. 6. Oliver Bierhoff. While playing for Hamburger SV, Ascoli, Udinese, Milan, and Monaco, Bierhoff was a member of 9 different teams in 4 different leagues. He scored 103 goals in Serie A, one of the highest rates for a non-Italian. However, he was never successful in Germany. He shone brighter after moving to Serie A, and he was even invited to Germany's national team. It's worth noting that he began his career in 1986, the same year Horst Hrubesch retired. Defenders should be grateful that they do not have to defend against both of them in the penalty area. Bierhoff was unstoppable in air. It didn't matter to him if the ball was whipped in front of him or was waiting for him in the air. He would dive for the ball or nod the ball across the goalkeeper, advancing for the ball. He struck fear in the eyes of goalkeepers and defenders anywhere he went. Oliver Bierhoff is featured alongside the likes of Paolo Maldini in AC Milan's Hall of Fame, and he definitely deserves to be called one of the best headers in soccer history. Mark Haitley. It's almost impossible to forget how dangerous and powerful center-forward Mark was back in 1980s and early 1990s. With a height of over 190 centimeters, he was a giant man with the strength to carry his body and put fear in the hearts of defenders. He was aggressive towards the ball and sky, and his headers touched the net lots of times. AC Milan fans remember him for his header to the corner of goal, jumping over the head of Inter legend Fulvio Calavati to give Rossoneri, Red and Blacks, their first win in a Milan derby for 6 years. Haitley was a traditional center-forward with incredible strength in air, targeting goal nets multiple times, making him one of the best headers in football history. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like and share for more amazing videos. Tell us in a comment, what do you think the best header in football history?